guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the gun show. My eyes are up here, guys. Look at me up here. Don't look down here. Look at me up here. I'm not a piece of meat. Please don't objectify me. But anyway, Barcelona have just defeated Almeri 2-0 away from home. What can I even say, man? The most typical Barca game and the most typical Barca day. Before the game, reports come out that apparently Joan Laporta's pissed at Xavi because of the comments he made yesterday, and then it comes out that Xavi is not 100% guaranteed that he's going to stay next season, and then the game itself, Barca once again struggle against a team that they had no business struggling against. The most typical Barca day, drama and subpar performances. We're used to it at this point though, guys. It's been, what, 8 months of this shit? I'm so ready for it to end. I am so ready for this fucking season to end, man. I've had enough of this. What a depressing game that was. That's the second time we've struggled against Almeri this season. A lot of negatives from this game, but also some positives. I'll get to the positives a little bit later in this video, but first let's start with the negatives, because there's a lot of them. Number one negative, like I said, you struggled against a team that you had no business struggling against for the second time. Almeri, I've been watching Spanish football for a really long time. More than a decade at this point. A decade and a half, actually. They are one of the worst teams I've ever seen in the first division. They are fucking shit. And the numbers, by the way, back that up. The only other team that I can think of, off the top of my head that are as bad as Almeri is this year is maybe Cordoba back in 2014, 2015. That team that also nearly conceded 70 goals in the league. Almeri have conceded over 70 goals. And funny enough, they're actually worse at home than they are away from home. They have not managed to win a single game at home this season. Both of their wins came away from home. Both of them. They've conceded 35 goals at home this year. That means those fans have pulled up to that stadium for 17 games and they have not managed to watch their team come out with a victory once. How depressing is that? Like I said, they're terrible. And for the first 70 minutes, up until that Fermin Lopez goal, the second goal, they look like the better team. They just look like the better team. There's really there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They totally outplayed us, man. They had like 4 clear-cut chances. And now you see why this team is so shit, because they cannot finish they can't finish to save their life. But if we were playing a better and more clinical team today, we would have lost this game 4-1. And the only reason we won this game is the reason why we've been winning games for the majority of the season is because we have more quality than these lower league teams. And the second we come up against a team that has more quality or equal quality to us, apart from anomalies here and there against Atletico Madrid and PSG, we get played around the park. We just get played around the park. But again, today, just struggled against Almeri. I mean, what else is new? The second time, like I said this year, and Montjuic could happen as well. Another negative is that Sergio Roberto's still a part of this team. And he's fucking dog shit, man. There's really no other way to put it, guys. There's no other way to put it. Sergio Roberto is not good enough for this team. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Sergio Roberto was not good enough for Barca back in 2019. 5 years ago. He's definitely not good enough for Barca right now when he's 5 years older. He's terrible, man. So bad. Oh my God. Ferran Torres. Oh my God, bro. Why is he starting today? That lineup had me shocked, bro. When I saw Sergio Roberto and Ferran, I was like, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? And Lewandowski gets to start once again today, which, you know, he wants to get his Pichichi award. Good for him. Like I've said it a bunch of times. I can give a fuck about his Pichichi award. The guy's washed, man. Honestly, he's washed. He does some good things every now and then. But today, I mean, it's just, he just fucks up so many attacks for us. So many attacks. It just doesn't work, man. It does not work. It does not work. Inigo Martinez today was subpar in my opinion. I think the back line as a whole played bad. I thought, like, you know, apart from, I think Gundev had a decent game. I thought he obviously had that assist to Fermin Lopez, which is honestly a positive for me from this game. Let's get to the positives now really quickly, because I think I've talked, like, that was the negatives that I wanted to talk about, you know, struggling against Almeri and just some of our players just not stepping up, and just players that are just not good enough in my opinion for Barcelona. But the positives from this game, Fermin Lopez scores 2 goals. He has 10 goals in all comps this year. The kid's fucking insane. Everybody talks about Pedri and oh, by the way, Pedri today was subpar in my opinion. That's another negative from this game. Pedri today was subpar. He just wasn't good enough to me. Just didn't seem comfortable on the pitch for the whole time he was there. But anyway, like I said, Fermin Lopez, everybody talks about Pedri and Gavi, and rightfully so because they're fantastic. Fermin Lopez has to be a cornerstone piece for this team for the foreseeable future. He's so good, man. The kid is legit. He's so good. He loves scoring a good goal with his head. I mean, the kid is so good with his head. Fucking Jesus Christ. No diddy. Pause. That was disgusting. But yeah, the kid scores with his head. I mean, he's always in the right position at the right time. He crosses the box. Both of his goals today were just him being in the right spot at the right time. The cross from Hector Ford was fantastic as well. Hector Ford is so good, man. Playing as that inverted left back. And he did more today than Joao Cancelo has done And what? How long, man? Joao Cancelo has been so subpar going forward over the past couple months. And Hector Ford today was just amazing in my opinion. That to me is a positive from this game. The youngsters played so well. Lamine Yamal was again amazing today. Did so many good things. Didn't score, but did so many good things. I thought Pau Cubarsí had a really, really good game. I mean, like I said, that Barca back line, but today it wasn't really the back line. The midfield just couldn't keep the ball. We were losing the ball so much in the midfield. We were just getting exposed in the back, and our defenders had no choice but to just be scrambling to get into position. But to me, the biggest problem of this game today was the midfield. Like I said, Sergio Roberto's not good enough. We need a DM in this team desperately, man. We desperately need one in the summer. It has to happen. But yeah, man, I thought Cubarsí had a good game. I think overall, like I said, man, this is the most Barca day and Barca game of all time. And I cannot wait for this season to be over, bro, because it's honestly getting so infuriating to watch this team every single week. And yeah, man, I really don't know what to say. I wish I could tell you guys that it's going to get better, but I don't think it is. Oh, another positive from this game, Vitor Roque came onto the pitch. That was fantastic in my opinion. When I saw Joao Felix warming up, and I saw Vitor Roque not even getting off the bench, I was about to come on here after the game. I don't care if we won 5-0 and curse the fuck out of Xavi, call him every single bad word in the book, because that to me would have been the last straw. Because playing Joao Felix, a guy who's going to be gone from this team, hopefully, in my opinion, because I think he's terrible. He has not been good for Barca, so bad for us since he came over on loan. He's going to be hopefully on this team for the next 2 games. You're bringing him on before we bring on a kid that we hope as the fans, I don't know about Xavi, but we as the fans hope is a cornerstone piece for the foreseeable future. And you don't want to give him game time, but you want to give Joao Felix game time. And I'm happy that Xavi gave Vitor Roque a chance. And did he score today? No. Was he fantastic? No, he had a shot on goal that I thought was decent. The keeper just made a good save on that angle on the right hand side. It was a tough angle to obviously finish from, but at least he tried. And you could tell the kid cares, man. Every time he's on the pitch, he wants to prove himself, and I love that about him. I love the fact that he's going out there, he wants to prove himself. He's pressing, he's trying to win the ball high up the pitch. He's going at the goalkeeper, he's going at the defenders. He's just trying to win the ball. He's running, bro. He's running around like a headless chicken. But you know what? I love the passion. He's sliding for balls, going out of bounds. I mean, I love the passion from Vitor Roque. Fans who dick ride Xavi are going to come on here and say, oh, Vitor Roque got playing time and he didn't do anything today. What do you expect from a kid who's been sitting on the bench for the past 2 months? You expect him to just come on and score a hat trick? No, you got to give this, you got to nurture this kid. You got to give him playing time, consistent playing time, and then you can see the fruits of your labor. But if you just sit him on the bench and then bring him on for 20 minutes and say, hey, Vitor, go score a hat trick like R9, he's not going to do that, bro. Because no player can do that. Because it's unrealistic. It doesn't make any sense. So I was happy that Vitor Roque came on. Lewandowski continues to pout when he gets off the pitch. Honestly, I can give a fuck. People think I'm picking on Lewandowski, and honestly, guys, I am picking on Lewandowski. It's not really Lewandowski. It's the way that Xavi treats Lewandowski at times. It really pisses me off. He treats him like he's a son. I don't know what the fuck is what it is with him. I wanted to see Lewandowski not in the starting lineup today. I didn't want to see him on the starting lineup today because this is our last basically meaningful game of the season. We basically because Girona dropped points again yesterday or the day before, I'm pretty sure, to Villarreal in that game. They lost 1-0, and I thought Barca obviously winning today, we're more secure with finishing second, so I'm happy about that. But again, I didn't want to see Lewandowski playing. I didn't want to see Lewandowski playing because, again, I think the guy is just he's not the future for Barcelona. I think as long as he's on this team's going to have a ceiling. It's just going to have a ceiling again. We saw how much we missed Gundogan on this team today because he didn't play, because he's suspended. And, we would be in no man's land without Gundogan this year. The fact that dude came over and joined us on a free is the biggest, it's just like, oh my God, man. It's amazing. Because we would be nowhere without that guy. So, again, like I said, today was just a typical Barca game. Struggling against these lower league sides that you really should not be struggling against. It's unacceptable, guys, man. We cannot accept mediocrity on this team, and that's what we're accepting this year. And honestly, it makes me sad because the fact that people are going to come out and try and justify this game and say, oh, but we won 2-0. Like I said, guys, Almeri is one of the worst teams I've ever seen in the first division. They are fucking dog shit, man. Dog shit. They're so bad. And we struggled against them. Up until that second Fermin goal, which, by the way, was a pass from Sergio Roberto and was a great finish from Fermin, but I'm not going to give Sergio Roberto credit for that because, again, like I said, he did more bad than good in this game. He did more bad than good. But I'm happy with Fermin's progression. I'm happy with the way he's playing. I think the way that he's been progressing this year is fantastic. I think next year, he's going to be in that conversation for first midfielder off the bench. Obviously, Barca, hopefully by next season, we'll still have Frankie de Jong. We will have signed a pivot. We'll have Pedri. We'll have Gavi healthy. We'll obviously have Gundogan still. But I think Fermin's he's earned that spot, man, because what he's done this year, it's been honestly, it's been incredible. It has been incredible the way that Fermin Lopez has played this year. And yeah, man, it's just look, I'm kind of numb to this at this point, guys. Honestly, I am. Do I want Xavi to stay? No. Do I think this team plays with fire and desire? No. I think today they look so lethargic, man. They look like they didn't care. And I'm not saying that you have to care about a game against Almeri in match week 36, but I am saying you do have to care because you're so a professional footballer and there's so a lot riding on this game. Okay? And we as the fans, I care about this fucking game. I live this game like it's a fucking UCL final because I care about this fucking team. I don't know why still, but I care about this team. And every time we concede, I get pissed. And every time we score, I get happy. Obviously today we didn't concede, but I'm saying like overall, like it's just, I live and die with this team, and seeing the players not really give a fuck pisses me off because I still give a fuck. And I'm not getting paid 200 grand a week to watch this team play. I just make YouTube videos about them. And it makes me really, really happy. But again, it's just, we got to be better than this. We have to be better than this. Last two games against Rayo Vallecano, against Sevilla, we should be getting 6 points from those games. We should be getting 6 points from those games, especially against Rayo Vallecano. Sevilla, you know, they're not great this year, but the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan is always a tough place to play. But yeah, man, I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know what to say. The most typical Barca day and the most typical Barca game. I hope that, I wish I could sit here and tell you guys that next season is going to be better, but I am not sure if it's going to be better. Obviously we got to bring the correct signings. And we got to have a different mentality on this team. And the mentality of this team seems shook. And the only thing that we have positive for us right now is that we have the youngsters, not just from La Masia, but the youngsters overall. And that's what makes me happy. When I watch this team play and I watch Fermin Lopez thrive and I watch Hector Ford thrive and I watch Pau Cubarsí thrive and I watch Lamine Yamal thrive, it makes me very, very happy as a fan because I know that that's the future of this team, you know. Sergio Roberto, Lewandowski, even guys like Gundo who's been amazing. They're going to be here for, you know, hopefully like 1, 2, 3 more years at most. These guys are going to be here for hopefully the next 10, 15 years, and seeing them progress makes me really, really happy. You cannot tell me Casado is not going to be better than Sergio Roberto. You cannot tell me that he won't be. Honestly, bring the kid up. Fucking play him. What the fuck is this? Like, it's Sergio Roberto, I'm sorry, man, but a club legend, I don't think he's a club legend, but again, maybe people think he is, but whatever, I've talked too much already. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Did you like this performance by Barca? I'm not sure if you, like, unless you're a rival fan, I'm not sure how you could have liked it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. I love every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.